Hello and welcome to Hamer Reviews. My name is Christopher Hamer and this is a review of the Sennheiser GSP 670 gaming headphones. These headphones sit at the top of the wireless gaming headphone tree, in my opinion. There are some competitors like the Razer Nari Ultimate, but I think no one else in the market is going quite for low latency and high sound quality to the same extent as Sennheiser. These headphones have an impressive set of technologies alongside Bluetooth, which will allow you to connect them to pretty much any device that has Bluetooth capability. It also has 2.4 GHz wireless enabled by this little dongle. This will mean you can connect it to a PS4 or PC and enjoy really good low latency sound. Now on a PC you can use the Sennheiser app, which is free, which allows you to customize things like the sound quality, the surround sound. It lets you toggle things like noise cancelling on and off. You can also adjust the various sounds that you can get from the microphone boom as well. Alongside this, these headphones obviously come with Sennheiser's vast audio heritage. The GSP 670s have a frequency range of 10 to 23,000 Hz. Now in theory this means that you should be getting nice deep lows to crystal clear highs. In practice, I haven't really found that to be the case. It's interesting because obviously I look at other people's reviews as well and I haven't found many people that agree with me, but I just found the low end of these headphones left me wanting a little bit. I'm used to a set of Sony headphones that I use on a day-to-day basis, the WH-1000 XM3s, and they're actually really bass heavy, so I wonder whether that's tainted my view. But when I have been using these, I've just found that they don't have the same sort of earth-shattering bass that I kind of expect from gaming headphones. Now that being said, obviously the main technology for these is the low latency wireless. At the moment, as I said, it's only compatible with PS4 and PC. And on PS4, you actually, because you don't have access to that Sennheiser app, you can only use them in stereo mode, which is a bit of a shame because I found on the PC, Sennheiser made the surround sound really good. There are other brands that sort of do the artificial surround sound, but I actually felt this was really well implemented and it did add to the gaming experience. Now when it comes to build quality, although a lot of the materials are plastic, they're actually really well made. They feel solid. There is quite a bit of metal sort of hidden around the head strap, for instance. These arms are solid metal, and given they're the only thing connecting the actual headphone drivers to the headband, it's really good that they are. There's sort of no worry of breaking them. And when you put them on, they do feel solid. I must admit, I look a tad ridiculous in them, but then again, I haven't found many gaming headphones where that's not the case. What you will find when I'm wearing them is that they're very wide around the top of the headband. They don't hug your head very much at all. This is both a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing in terms of your head doesn't get quite as warm. However, I found that as a result, it puts a lot of pressure on the bottom of my ears to the point where after about half an hour to 45 minutes, they actually become quite uncomfortable. This is actually a bit of a shame because the actual ear pads are really nice. They're a really nice suede, and on the inside they're sort of a microfiber texture, but they're porous, so it means that they don't get overly hot, which is usually a problem I find with gaming headphones. When I put them on again, the microphone boom is obviously completely adjustable as to wherever you want to have it. A nice feature I found is if you just flick it all the way up, you can hear an audible click around this area as you click them up, which tells you that the microphone has been turned off. So it's nice to have that sort of audible confirmation that you're not going to be heard if you don't want to be. I have to also say that I found setting these up on Bluetooth a bit of a struggle. In theory, you have this really nice switch that you can turn, and as you turn them, you activate the headphones, and when you mess around with a few of these buttons, you can put them into pairing mode as well. For whatever reason, it just didn't want to go into pairing mode and connect to my devices. It took forever. I was reading through the manual, trying to work out how to do it. It wasn't particularly clear. It's a bit of a shame because I would have felt the experience should be a tad better in this day and age. Thankfully, the dongle doesn't have that issue. Plug and play, plug them in, already paired with the headphones. It just works, which is always nice. Another thing is that these use micro USB. I'm really not a fan of this port. It just needs to be phased out from all new devices. It's not particularly hardy, it doesn't last particularly long, it's easy to break, and USB-C would have allowed faster charging. That being said, battery life is between 16 and 20 hours, depending on whether you're using Bluetooth or the low latency controller, which I think is perfectly acceptable for a set of gaming headphones. Given the way they look, I'm not entirely sure I'd wear them out on public transport. They just look a little bit too industrial for my liking. You do also have switches that allow you to toggle through things like surround sound or your various EQ settings, which you can set up in the Sennheiser app as well, which is nice. So these headphones are sort of a mixed blessing. They're obviously fantastic. They're at the top end of the headphone market for gamers. They've been well designed and constructed. Perhaps the software could be a tad better, and it would be nice to have an easier pairing mode. But you can't really argue with the sound quality. Everything sounds crystal clear, and with a bit of tweaking they do sound good, even if there could be a little more bass. That all being said, I'm not 100% sure every gamer needs low latency headphones. I didn't see a tangible benefit when playing games like Call of Duty. It's one of those things which is more of a preference to the individual gamer. If you are, however, in the market for a set of wireless gaming headphones, I'd certainly choose these over some of the competitors. I haven't actually tried any better ones than these. The Razer Nari Ultimates probably come closest, but their haptic feedback I did not get along with at all. I found it very off-putting when gaming, rather than being a good feature. So in summary, these are certainly worth considering if you're in the market for a set of gaming headphones. I will pop a link below that will bring you to a page where you can buy them. And as ever, please do like and subscribe. There'll be more tech reviews coming soon. And in addition, if you have any questions or queries about the GSP 670s or have any thoughts about them, comment below. I'm more than happy to reply to any comments that you share. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again soon. Goodbye.